Hey guys, welcome to Wild Company now. Today we're out on the bikes, so we are just for a bit of fun.
This sounds absolutely...
Hey guys, welcome to Wild Company now.
Thanks for tuning in again, guys. Means a lot to us as always. If you're new to the page, you just came across the video, drop us a like, and if you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button too.
And now they've decided to cycle out for a wee camp.
As you can see behind us our lovely bikes, our scrapyard bikes. Well, apart from Chris's. We're going to set up camp here in the Lavvus again. So I've got the modified Lavvu and Chris and Sam has the original Lavvu. And then
yeah, if you have been a subscriber for probably a couple of years, have you seen a couple of our videos at the start? Have you seen we've gone back and we did the videos obviously to record our journey, so we went back and we've seen how long it took us to light a fire at the start. We're trying that again, seeing if we can do it better, more efficiently or whatever. So you'll have seen we attempted an upside down fire one time before, me and Marlo, and it wasn't an epic fail, but it wasn't an epic win anyway. So we're going to try the upside down fire today again, and the idea behind it is we get a new Dutch oven and we're going to cook a pheasant stew. So we're going to build the upside down fire up, get a tripod over it, get the Dutch oven going, and let the stew and the fire do its thing. Just keep lowering the tripod down as the fire builds itself up. But I'll talk a little bit more about the upside down fire and the reasoning for it whenever I start to make it, and hopefully it isn't a fail. Hopefully. Think I'll go?
Mate,
Aye.
close to it.
oh, it's definitely creaking.
Alright, going.
She's going.
She's going.
Oh, she's caught.
I keep pushing just. You keep pushing, she'll go.
Moments later.
Wobble it. There you go. Next one.
More moments later.
Keep going, that's it. Keep going, there she goes. Number! Alright guys, as you can see, I'm going to start and build the long fire now. So, or not the long fire, sorry, upside down fire. Been saying that for days, so I'll call it a long fire. But the idea behind the upside down fire is, right, you get your biggest logs, your biggest rounds, and you place them at the bottom, and you build it up to smaller rounds. So really our biggest rounds are probably going to be about this size, something around this size for the bottom, and then you're looking at this for the top. And the idea behind it is you light your fire on top of it, and use full rounds for the reason that it takes longer to burn, obviously. But yeah, you light your fire on the top and let it smoulder its way down from the top down to the bottom. And the idea is that cold day, normally you get your fire going first. 1 pot meals, perfect 1 pot meals. So we're going to do a pheasant stew today on a Dutch oven, tripod over the top. So as your fire burns down, you lower your tripod, and you've got, depending on the size of one you build and how you build it, you're looking at between 4 and 8 hours of fire. Now, you're not going to get a massive amount of heat blowing out from it, but you'll get a good ember base and good cooking time. So it means you don't worry about it. You build it up, light your fire, put your food on top, and if it goes to plan, just lower your tripod every now and then, and your food will cook for them hours. Now, you can pack in between your rounds, so as your rounds are set down, in between your rounds here, you can pack this with soil and ashes and different kinds of things I've seen people doing. And ideally that just it restricts airflow coming through from the bottom to the top, so it slows down the time of the fire. Now, we're not going to do that today, purely because I don't really want to, and I don't want the fire to fail again, to be honest. So chances of I put soil and stuff in it and really start choking the air, it's probably going to be an epic fail. So I'm just going to build the fire away here, and then I'll go back, I'll show you my lighting at the top, going to be nothing fancy, either fatwood or birch bark, and then we'll get the stew on and we'll go from there. Alright. That should hopefully be enough. Alright guys, as you can see, we have the upside down fire built. What we're going to use here is just some fatwood, quite a bit of fatwood, some shavings out here, and then try and get a fire built on top, and the idea is it'll burn down then, hopefully. Hopefully, is my key word for this weekend. There we go, eventually.
Okay guys, you can see Sam's got the upside down fire going, so he's just basically lit a fire on top of it, and then as you can see here, the first set of logs burned down, and just slowly but surely it'll burn down through the length of all the logs over the rest of the day. So we're just getting ready now so we are to get our stew mates full, and it's starting to get dark now, so hopefully after that we'll be good to get the stew going, and in a few hours time we'll have some stew. Okay, so I've got 3 less than straight actual sticks, but they'll do the job. So basically, to do a Canadian jam knot, it's very simple. You do an overhand knot on one side, just a simple overhand knot. You then wrap the string around the tarp, paracord, whatever it is, around the thing, around what you're doing. You then put another overhand knot in the cord, like so, but you don't close it off. You then run the loose end through the lip, and then you just cinch it down. And what it does is it's just a self-tightening knot, say, and it will slacken and loosen. But once you get it back up again, you're able to tighten it once it's in position. You know what I mean? So it's good. And to remove it, you just loosen it actually. So very simple. Simple as that. So once you have it cinched, I then like to take one of the links to the tripod and basically 180 it, and then once you have it in place, the wee trick gives it some tightness, and then so you can just cinch down the paracord, and you have a tripod. Like that. Let's take it over to the fire now. We're building quite high this time, so we have pretty much because it's going to be used for this fire, which is quite high, the fire stand up earlier on. Like so. So guys, we just have some pheasant here. We're going to add the pheasant to the pan and brown it off, and then add in some more vegetables to make the stew. So you see Sam's a bit frozen still, so it is, but there's a lot of pheasant to go around, so it is. Probably too much pheasant, but you know, that's just waste not, want not. We're having pheasant stew for breakfast, looks like.
And lunch and dinner.
And lunch and dinner. So, I'm not going to turn you around because Sam needs the lights he does from the camera, but the wood is burning very, very well on the fire, and we'll turn you around soon, so we'll show you the fire and the meat pot hanger we made for the pot of meat, and hopefully it'll work well. So
Alright guys, about to just put the pheasant on now for the heat. I'm going to try and brown it all off and in ours and hopefully it's some stew. Just going to put it in the hanger here.
it's a good height, isn't it?
It's not too bad a height, yeah.
Just get nice and flamed.
It's centred anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be well for now, it does, yeah.
It's not too bad. Well, hopefully it'll brown this pheasant off nicely and we'll get the rest of the veg in soon.
Yeah, we'll brown off this pheasant. Here you go, there's a spatula quick.
Thank you.
You might have gloves, you might.
Yeah, well, this time. Pull down now.
Yeah.
Oh, in the glump.
Giving it a bit of heat now, so it is.
Oh, it's plenty of heat coming out of it now.
It's definitely working well, the fire. Oh, this bank's lovely and toasty, so it's nice and dry.
Is it?
Yeah. We were concerned this wood was really dry, but it's like a spruce or something, that's what it is, and it's really, really light wood, and it's burning away like nothing normal, so it's not, but it'll give us more enough cooking time so for this meat, so it's quite a heat there, so it is. I might have to raise the pot stand up a bit in a minute or two, we'll see. Here, it's starting to go ready. Well guys, we're going to cook this meat square up, and then we'll bring you back later on when I actually start to cook you in.
Yeah, lift it up a wee bit hot there.
We'll see you soon, okay?
Alright guys, stew is now finished, so we're going to serve it up. But just before we do that, give you the bit of a rundown on how the log fire went. Obviously I've seen bits and pieces up until now, but it burnt a lot faster than I anticipated. It was really, really good wood. I don't think I could have got much better wood for it, but unless it was a hardwood. But yeah, so we got about 3 hours out of it, 3 hours cooking. I would have liked 4, so maybe next time I will, definitely in the lower level logs, soil or ash or sand or something, just pack it with them with something, maybe even smaller sticks, just to stop that airflow and hope see if we can get an extra hour or 2 out of it. Or if it's available to us, find hardwood and use that there, because we were using like a spruce or a pine. I think it was spruce. So it was bone dry, it burnt like that, and but it burnt really well. It's still going now, just put a few more rounds on it. We cooked our stew, so it definitely did what we wanted it to, and it was definitely more of a success than the last time we tried it. But it's one of those things you've got to play about with, and you learn the more you do it. So, but I don't think I'll be doing it all the time. It's more of a winter, autumn kind of thing for one pot means. But we're going to pop the stew open now, butter's nicely melted, and see how we're getting on. It looks good. Smells great. I know you can't smell it, but
Take a word for it.
take our word for it, yeah. Properly stewed up now. It is good. Yes. Gives you one of the pots. Definitely does look good.
So it's a pheasant stew. Sam was able to procure the pheasant from a friend, and it was frozen beforehand. It was. So we defrosted it. It was all breast meat. It was. We just added some carrots, shallots, some parsnip, some garlic, some stock, and cooked it up in the pot for about 2 hours probably.
Yeah, two and a bit hours.
Two and a bit hours. So it worked well. It was the first time I took the cast iron pot out. It was, so I think it was quite a success for the pot. So it was.
Definitely.
And as I say, Sam said the fire went well. So it did. So we're going to enjoy it here, guys. I'll plate it up here, so I'll bring you a plate over so close to the camera, let you see it. It's just some bread we bought. We were going to bake some bread, but just time got away from us. So
Yeah.
here's some I prepared earlier and all that. Definitely tastes good.
Some butter.
This is the butter, slightly melted. It's very mild tonight. So it is very, very mild actually. All this week it's been minus,
Yeah.
around freezing. I kind of came prepared for a colder night today, but it actually turned out to be quite a mild night. So you'll see tomorrow I have my stove and my tent, but I'm not going to light it, so not because I'll just cook live. So to be honest, we're going to enjoy this here now, swear, and we'll probably check in again in the morning, maybe.
Okay, I don't know, can you see that there?
Yeah, a bit higher maybe.
Bit higher. There we
So
go.
hopefully you can see that, guys, yeah.
Hopefully so. It is absolutely gleaming. If you could smell it, it'd be even better, but you know, obviously you can't.
Well guys, we're going to enjoy this next hour, so thank you for joining again as always, and we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Right guys, how's it going? As you can see, I'm in the modified Lavvu, so the one with the skirt on it. It's a 16-inch skirt with just the original pole, as I say, extend it with the extra few bits. And this is the first time I brought it out with my stove. I'm not sure if you can see. Oh, let's see. You got the stove here. I've ground it off the handle of a 50mm ammo cam to make a flat plate for cooking on or heating water and stuff. Just use the original door as I cut a hole for the original handle, and up there just a bean tin with some exhaust tape on it going through the original armhole. And this is actually some proper chimney tubing, so it is. It's using a video by Swedish Woods online. He made the same stove. I just copied his idea, so I'm not taking credit for it. Unfortunately, this time right, it was way too cold, or way too warm, sorry, to actually justify lighting the fire. So I brought it out with me. We were bike packing, and I brought it out with me, so I did, with the hope to light it up and use it, because it's not the lightest thing in the world to bring, so it's not. So I thought when I was on the bike I'd take the opportunity. But due to the fact that, like last night, okay, it's a bit colder than I thought it was, but it must be down to 78 degrees. I'm still only in my summer bags and like it's really mild. Like all last week it's been really cold down around 0 and stuff. I was getting really excited about using my stove, but I brought it with me anyway just to see what the gear was like in the bike, and it wasn't too bad, so it wasn't. So next time I get the opportunity, I will be out in the modified Lavvu with the stove, and hopefully we'll get a video of it being used to cook on. And it's good. When you have the modified Lavvu, there's a lot more clearance behind the actual stove and the walls. I actually had the stove in the original Lavvu, just the modified one, and I'll show you in a minute or two how I counteracted the fact that the stove was very, very close to the material. I don't think in this one here I'm going to require the same modification to the other one, but I'll show you now as well. So this here one here, guys, is my original unmodified one, size 3. The other one we ran a minute ago was a size 2. As you can see here, just normal size, no modifications to it at all, apart from, as you can see at the back there. And at the back there is a piece of fire blanket. I'll see if I can take it down and see if it's better. But there, basically, it's a piece of fire blanket that is literally just velcroed in the 6 places to the actual Lavvu. So what happens is it sits off the actual Lavvu material for the most part in the centre, and then in the centre there you can see obviously there's a hole for the actual stove to go through the normal sleeve. That was required because unlike the other one, the actual back of the stove sits very, very close to the actual material. It's a lot lower down to the ground obviously, so this fire blanket is a precaution to ensure that none of the heat's directly touching the actual material of the Lavvu or even close to it, and so far so good. This here wee one here becomes very, very warm with the stove in it, so it does very warm. But that's just my 2 Lavvus, I say, currently in use. The one here modified, and then the other one over here, which is the modified one, sorry, as you can see here, with a stove in it. And that's what the bean tin looks like from the outside. Just push through, and then usually what I have is a little stick in here, so it is just to spread the material. But this here keeps the actual chimney off the Lavvu. So that's the 2 Lavvus, and that'll sleep 2 and that'll sleep 2, but you know, comfort and all that.
Alright guys, so now morning time, we're getting ready to do some breakfast. We're going to try another fire lay for breakfast for the Dutch oven again. So we're going to go for a Swedish fire torch or rocket torch or rocket stove, whatever you want to call it. And basically the idea behind it is you get around, you quarter it, well that one's away now, I'm not chasing it, but you quarter it, leave a few gaps in it, and there we go, chunky mark. So quarter it, and you leave a few gaps, and then you can set your stove right on top of it. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit off the middle of it here, just to give it more airflow, burn a little bit quick, because all we're using it for is for breakfast. And then Mark's going to actually do it. I'm just prepping a wee bit here, and we'll show you then. So we're just going to take a wee bit off here. Alright guys, so we've got the Swedish fire stove, or rocket stove, whatever you call it, up and going now. What Mark did was he dug maybe this, an inch and a bit into the ground, put it in that, and then a bit of bank line, and used this Canadian jam knot again to tie it up. We're going to give it a minute to type. The idea behind these here is you can see the gaps. Whenever all this stuff on top burns down, it burns the inside corners of the logs, and it allows it to centralise the flame going up the way to act like a stove, obviously, for cooking on. So what we did was we used a couple of embers from the fire we have ready here, and this here is just the chippings that I took off the inside of the logs. So we let it go, and then we'll see how it gets on. If you're on the Instagram page, I did this a while ago in my back garden, and it collapsed on me once again. So this is a day for redemption or a weekend for redemption with trying the upside down fire and the Swedish stove and all. We'll see how they go. You can buy things that goes over the top of them, which keeps them in place and it's far more sturdy, but this is maybe a bit more traditional, or what we think is anyway. Cheers.
Right guys, Sam's Swedish fire torch was a great success, it was. Well, we opened up the eggs, but they weren't such a great success. We only had 3 that weren't cracked, so we decided to make scrambled egg rather than boiled eggs that we usually do. So we brought butter with us yesterday for the we don't usually have this much butter, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to make some scrambled egg and see how this stove works. Maybe a wee bit too hot for scrambled egg, but we'll see. It's working okay. Well, sure, you can join us in the minute too. I'll see how they turn out. Big pot of beans.
Beans that aren't burnt this time's good.
Actually, they're also Branson beans like the last time, so it wasn't just your smoky beans. Your pot's never recovered, has it?
No, I don't think it ever will. That pot's going to be the reminder of that day I burnt the beans.
Well guys, we're just having some breakfast here, so then we'll pack up camp as well and head on. As always, family obligations on Sunday, never changes. So thanks again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, leave a comment, let us know. And of course, if you do like these videos, there's more of them out there and more comments, so subscribe.
Yeah, just as Mark says, it's always grateful that you come and watch the videos. You know, it's nice to see other people enjoying our journey as much as we are. Bit of a redemption weekend for me. Definitely happy, a couple of good wins, and hopefully you enjoy it, maybe even learn something from it. If there's something you just want to see, drop it in the comments, like and subscribe. Thank you. Alright guys, we just finished the cycle back to the car now, and just remember back we've seen over our tracks there's a down tree, as you can see here. Mark's showing you. And as you seen, I lit my fire with fatwood, and there's videos on the YouTube channel before of fatwood, but just showing you that here, this is a perfect example to get some. If you come in here, you can see in at the limb, this is just your normal wood, and then as you go in a wee bit, that there is all fatwood, and you can feel a shiny and have a turpentine smell to it. And what that is basically, it's in spruce trees, pine trees, and whenever you find a downed one or even a lower level branch that's been broken, whenever that branch is broken, it pushes it all out to the end of them to try and like heal itself or seal it off so that the rest of the tree doesn't get damaged or whatever. I think that's pretty much it. But you can see here, this is just a bit that I got lying at the side. You can see there's the wood, there's your bark, there's the wood, and that's all fatwood. And you'll hear the changing note of me peeling it from the bark, and then you hear it hitting it. It's rock solid, it's like waxy whenever I'm hitting it. So it is. And you can see the colour changing. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Look at that. Now, you've seen yesterday or last night, whenever I was lighting my fire, I had 3 wee sticks, and I got them 3 wee sticks given to me about 2 years ago. So that's from someone, and I'm still using them. Now them 3 wee sticks are this size by about the size of your thumbnail, so imagine how long that's going to last me. Beautiful. Good find. Sticky as damn, look. But yeah, so if you're ever looking for fatwood, Mark likes birch bark. Birch bark's brilliant, obviously, but if you can't get it, mostly, and especially in Northern Ireland or in most forests, you're going to find spruce or some sort of a pine tree. And look for a bit of this here, and for lighting fires in wet conditions, takes a spark brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly, guys. So it's always good in hand if you find a bit, keep it in your fire kit. Cheers.